Oh dear, we're having connection issues. Oh man, I don't want to play this game. Okay, let me see if I can find better connection, because I know y'all don't want to play this game either. Hold on. Hold on. This is fun. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna try to not fall over everything. Maybe we'll get, good morning everybody. I'm trying to get good connection here. I don't want to irritate the world with bad connection. So, okay, I'm just gonna jump into this because I don't want to take all morning for you. Like I said, excuse the sounds. I'm outside and everybody's waking up. So I'm just going to put the, oh, it's the trash guys. Okay, all right then. Good morning. And so anyway, okay. I'm very sorry. If you're watching this later, just fast forward through the trash pickup. It was pretty loud out here. I'm just going to go on and jump in here because I don't know how you guys are feeling about this, but I didn't think awakening was going to look like this. You know, this awakening that we've been hearing about is coming, and just didn't think it was going to look like this. And if I could, this is kind of how it hit me, and see if you can identify with this. This awakening has felt like, you know, when you're like really, really sleepy during the day, and so you decide to go ahead and take a nap, and you take a nap that goes so deep, and you dream so deep that when your alarm goes off, it almost hurts. It's like, it's a little bit painful when that alarm goes off. You know what I'm talking about? And as you start to wake up, you were so deep in that sleep that it's hard to decipher what was the dream and what's real. Have you ever had that happen? Because I have, and that's not fun. It literally is almost painful. And that's the best description I have of this awakening that is on us. That I've said it probably 2 weeks ago, but I thought this awakening was going to be just, you know, oh, people are coming to Jesus, and oh, yay, it's finally happening. This thing has taken on a form I didn't see coming. It's extremely, extremely intense. And I've been sitting here, you know, the last couple of days, I'm sure a lot of you have too. I've just been trying to go outside and be outside more. For one thing, the weather's been beautiful. But my thought is, we don't really know how long this national downtime is. So I don't want to waste it. So I've been trying to go outside more and just, you know, get away from all the electronics, get away from the social media, the TV, the news, all that good stuff. And this is what's hit me last night, is this thing is so intense. Didn't expect it to look like this. And last night I was sitting out here on the porch late at night, you know, because the weather was so amazing. And I thought, okay, I just want to listen. And here's what hit me about this awakening is we are awakening to the fear of the Lord. I mean, we've been hearing that too, is that it's time for the church to return to the fear of the Lord. And I believe that's why this thing is so intense, is because we're getting back to the fear of the Lord. And I was sitting here last night pondering all of that, which, you know, if you've been with us the other 2 Fridays, been talking about the fear of the Lord. But this thing's huge, you know, and here's what it is. I believe we've been living under a substandard fear. And as I was pondering on that last night, think about it. A substandard fear is fear of death. It's fear of lack. It's fear of pain and trauma, losing something. That's a substandard fear. Where we were created to live under the premium fear of the Lord, where there is awe and reverence, and like we talked about last week, He gives us meat, He gives us food, He takes care of us, He protects us. You see the difference. And back to the first Friday I talked about this. Unclean fear is substandard. Clean fear is premium. So as I'm sitting here last night thinking about this, I thought, it's starting to make sense to me why this awakening that we've been hearing about, this awakening that we are obviously right in the middle of, is so intense and painful and scary, is because we're being moved from a substandard life to a premium life. And I think that's about as far as I want to go with that today, because I still got to ponder that a little bit more. But it's worth it when you think about it. Is it scary? But we're also learning that we've been living under scary without resolve for too long, where we should be living under fear of the Lord that has everything worked out for the rest of our lives. So like I said, I don't want to go on too forever long, and I sure hope this connection's been working, but I'm looking at my notes here, because there was something I wanted to say. Okay, waking up to the fear of the Lord is bringing insight and understanding that we didn't have before. And I'll tell you, let me pull up the scripture. I want to look at Proverbs 2:3-6, because I feel like this is an absolute key for where we are headed in this awakening. And if we don't have understanding and insight, I'm afraid we won't wake up at all, because it'll be too much to handle under substandard fear. So this awakening is an invitation for us to move under the premium fear of the Lord, to be able to handle what He is about to expose and deal with. Not just expose it. The Lord is awakening us to be who He called us to be, because there have been some things going on this earth under our guard. It's good? Okay. There are some things going on in this earth under our time that should not be going on. And so in order for us to walk into that next place, I'm telling you, this crazy moment is an invitation. It's an absolute invitation to be John 10:10, the abundance that the Lord has provided for us, to be who He called us to be. And we wonder why it's so hard, because what's on the other side is that amazing. So I'm going to bring this to an end here, but listen to this. Proverbs 2:3 says, yes, if you cry out for discernment and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver and search for her as hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Proverbs 2:3-6, that is our key for how we live life beyond this awakening. When we wake up, we have to have understanding and insight to be able to navigate what God is doing in this earth. I'm just going to end it with this thought, because there's still so much to ponder on this. I'm going to end it here, though. We get to be alive for this. Let's embrace it, even in the weirdness, even in the awkwardness and the mystery. Let's embrace it. We are so blessed to be here now, to be a part of this. And the reason we are is because what He's put in us is here to handle and deal with what He wants to deal with on this earth right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting up with all the elements and the weird connection issues. Love you so much. And, it looks like we might still be in quarantine next week. So I'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Love you. Bye-bye.